Hello, 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 and welcome to another episode, a sexy episode at that, of Imperfect Peace. So, of course, we are going to touch on the topic of sex. You know what I mean? So, y'all, this is going to be interesting. You know what we do when we first start our episodes? We always light our candles and welcome our ancestors in the room. I mean, even though we're talking about sex, we still going to light our candles and let our ancestors in the room. Because
bring your candles. I'm not playing with y'all. Bring your damn candles.
You heard her. All right, you ready? It came out with a torch.
Yeah, I know. I didn't know where my lighter. Oh, here. Okay. Oh, sorry.
Oh my God. All right. Okay. So we have welcomed our ancestors, and hopefully you guys have welcomed yours into, because you heard her. She ain't playing. So we are going to move on to happy hour. All right. Okay. So I'll go first. So my happy hour for the week, let me see. It's been a really, really good week. I got a lot accomplished. I was able to tap into some childlike energy, and I was able to be really, really creative this week. So that was awesome. So I think that's my happy hour for the week. What about you, Miss?
Since we are on the topic of sex, I'm gonna make my happy hour related to. I am learning my deeper intimacies and what I look for. So that is actually something I'm gonna celebrate with my happy hour. Is I'm learning more.
Absolutely.
That is beautiful.
Absolutely. And powerful, girl.
Yes.
Cheers to that. Mm-hmm.
Woo.
Ooh, child. Ooh. Okay. Ooh. Yeah.
I'm gonna chase that. Yeah. I'm gonna hit one more. No, I'm gonna do one more shot throughout the episode, but don't be alarmed if y'all see me toss another one back. Mind your business.
Yeah, and I already have a little cocktail, my Hennessy and Coke. So
let me tell you, and now let me just say this real quick. When we do them shots, they be talking, they not. Is it just me?
They be moving.
Yes, immediately. I be immediately. Ooh, hit like
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they got a message.
You liked that one. Okay.
Yeah.
Got you. Mm-hmm. Now you know what to put on the altar. Okay, got you.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of, I'm glad you mentioned that, because they definitely was mentioning something about that crown, that apple crown.
Yeah, that's why you got it, ain't it?
Yeah, because that wasn't for me. I knew that wasn't for me.
Mm-hmm.
I like crown, but something about it when I picked it up, it wasn't. And it wasn't even the one that I picked out. That's the funny part, because I wanted vanilla, but I got apple instead. So I was like,
yeah, he was like, no, it was apple, not vanilla. Like we told you.
It's like, okay.
Oh, and let me go ahead and preface, because I have been forgetting to preface these episodes. This is the parental advisory. We do use strong language. And so if you have sensitive ears, you might want to either escort them out of the room or put some, AirPods in or something like that to,
Paperwork. Probably not.
No.
We'll put the hashtag on there. Don't worry, we got y'all. This was probably, I wouldn't play this around here.
No, especially not this episode.
No, I'm ready to.
Okay, so I think my first question would be
I'm ready.
do you think that your Ashe is your face?
Cause I'm ready. I'm like if there's anything
Like
that
you're like, get it out. Get it out.
I love talking
Okay.
about.
Do you think your Ashe is rubbed off on your partner's wherever your partner's organs, sexual organs, when you give oral sex?
Fuck yes. Fuck yes. There is no like honestly, I'm gonna just touch on that one because this is the thing. Somebody who really like sex, and this is breaking from traumatic sex and then versus like what I want sex. Like, yes, I'm learning that like whenever you ever gave somebody like it begins, I told y'all it's not gonna be safe. You ever gave somebody head and you realize like the energy that they was embodying is something about after y'all done, you can almost feel what they was feeling. You ever had one of them, or like it might not be immediate, it might be a few hours afterwards. You be like, damn, I feel a little. This don't feel like me, but you know what I'm saying? Like it's one of those. Like if you're not checking the energy that they have, you better all that on in the time.
Girl. Okay. Okay. So I have to agree. Your Ashe is definitely on their organs. So I mean, you got to think about it. Your Ashe is, I mean, when you do your work, when you I mean, when you do so much. Not when you do your work, but you know what I mean? Like
she had to clear her throat for that one. Did y'all catch that?
um when you no, seriously, okay, so when you're doing your work, of course, like you're speaking, when you're saying your prayers and stuff, that's your Ashe, that's oral. Some, if you're in Ifa, some have their spit, they spit into their bowls and stuff, so that's oral. Exactly, and that's your Ashe. So of course you giving oral, or you having oral sex, is your Ashe is rubbing off on. What were you saying?
No, I was agreeing with you because
Oh, well, yeah, of course your Ashe is rubbing off on, and that's why priestesses have to be careful, because we're certain, we're anointed, and so like when we do certain acts and stuff, people be like, yo, you got bomb ass head, or you do certain things, and so you like, okay, so but definitely your Ashe is on.
hey, now I'm glad you mentioned that because sorry, I'm playing with a clip, but because you talking about the organ and we was talking about what they hold in their Ashe. So when you have an organ,
Oh, girl.
do you think? And I mean, be real. Like, do you really think that orgasm, the energy? Do you think that really plays a part in that? Like,
Yeah, I mean, all of it's your Ashe, all of it. But I really feel like, honestly, I feel like your orgasm has more Ashe in it than your like giving, or like, really, giving oral, because it has so much energy inside of it. It takes so much energy to orgasm. So I really feel like the Ashe in that orgasm. And I think that's what drives a lot of people crazy when they have sex with certain people, because that Ashe and that energy that's in, how potent it is.
yeah.
So and think about how them chemicals are mixing and stuff, and that's how you create soul ties and shit. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So you gotta be careful.
I'm saying I feel you, and that's how I had to act because I'm like, I can literally think of times, and this is I'm gonna get personal because we get pretty raw. I'm gonna just be honest. There's
We
times
got some bomb pussy, I guess.
that's what I'm saying. Like I withheld in that, like because I'm like, no, I feel like the energy that I'm not quite sure I have going on. I don't want to put that on the air right now, especially with me being a very firm believer of sex magic. Very firm believer, just as
Yeah,
not even a segue, but like a
done sex magic before.
I know masturbation is a wonderful form of sex magic. The power behind the orgasm. I remember when Godmom was trying to tell us when she was manifesting her house, and she was telling us how hard it is to focus
Yeah.
right when you're about to nut because you have to use that energy
Mm-hmm.
fucking this whole time. So it's like, oh, I'm in.
Yes.
I don't want to think about the house that I'm trying to manifest. I'm trying to, what I'm saying? Like, but it's like, once you actually harness that energy and be like, okay, I know I'm about to nut. Let me actually switch my focus.
That shit powerful shit.
Amazing.
Mm-hmm. And the manifestations come quick.
Because
come quick. Sorry, I'm sorry.
That's what I call them. No,
but yeah, they do. The manifestations come now. Okay, so orgasms.
Yes.
I miss those.
I'm glad you brought because
because we have to understand where we're coming from two different perspectives because she's active and I'm kind of like inadvertently not. I'm inadvertently abstinent. It's been months since yeah. So
let me tell you what, like, bro, I don't know what it is. I'm probably gonna insert that clip, but not the desktop that, but like that's what it feels like. Here's the thing, because I'm as somebody that literally, this is what I like to call it intermittent abstinence. Like seeing as I don't have a relationship, so like you said, I can't be active. Taking those few months or several months or however I might choose, it's that reset that I needed. Like, okay, what is my body need? What my spirit need? Is sex something that I really need? Is it getting me what I need out of it?
But it energizes that sacral chakra.
And that's
God.
Girl.
I'm over here like SWV. I guess so. I can't hardly speak.
Listen. From the active mind, coming from point of celibacy, I'm gonna just be honest.
Please.
Not my Grinch smile, but because I really honestly enjoyed my celibacy. Like I had more fun tending to myself than having to feel like I may be coaching or like, okay, well, I like this. Do you like this? Like, and not that that's not fun, but it's like, bro, I know what I like.
Yes. I mean, I think that's one of the hardest things for me because you know me, like I'm choosy. Like I'm very choosy. I'm not just gonna like give it to anything or anybody. I'm very choosy. So I'm like
was a little strange. We disagree on this topic too. That's why I had to bring it up. Even
I mean, we do, but we don't.
No, we don't agree.
We do. We do disagree.
We completely disagree. And I'm like, I'm not even going to let her do that to me because she'll protect me. But that's what I'm saying. Like, her being my friend, she supports, okay, I wouldn't do that. But if that's what you feel like you need to.
Yeah, have at it. Like, do you? You know?
Yeah.
But me, I'm very because that's the thing too, like even if it's not sexual, like you have to have a certain energy for me to like allow you to have my energy, allow you to capture my attention, allow you to capture my time. Like you have to have exude a certain, you know what I'm saying? Like you a certain energy. Like I'm not just gonna give my time and my energy to anybody. I'm like, I'm too much of a boss. I'm too, you know what I'm saying? I have too much going on right now for like me to stop and be like, give you attention or you know what I mean? Or anything like that if you're not fucking worth it. You know what I mean? So it's like, you know what I mean?
Preach.
I'm very choosy. And I've told her like it's like you have to be it, I'm choosy with my cootie cat.
There's nothing wrong with that. And that's what I'm saying. Like, as somebody who I would not say I'm not crazy. It's just that I'm such a curious mind that to think that if you think that sex is going to be something that's going to make or break or going to enhance the situation, then let's go on that and see if that's actually something. Because once we have sex and the vibe doesn't change, now I'm looking at you like you said it was the sex. So, sir, or
Yeah.
you know, me personally, I'm open. I don't really care if you got a vibe and I'm digging with it. Hey, I'm right there.
Yeah, like my I don't know. I have to feel I don't know, there has to be a certain like
But you're earth.
yeah. I'm very grounded, so there has to be a connection there. If there's not a connection, if I don't feel a connection, and it has to surpass a physical connection. It has to like surpass like the I'm attracted to you physically connection. It has to be because I don't like dummies. I'm sorry. You know what I mean? Like I don't like dummies. So like if you can't spell or
Yeah.
if you use the wrong to or the there, and theirs, that's a turn off for me. You know what I mean? Like I need you know what I'm saying? So it's just like, so like I said, you have to have it's a certain caliber of a person that or energy that I'm willing to open up to, I guess.
So I'm glad you brought that up because this is something I literally, it just came to me.
Hmm.
You know the term sapiosexual.
Yeah.
Okay. That sounds a lot like that. And the reason I'm
It is.
okay, because I'm like, that's me too. And if that's the thing, like she takes it deeper because of that earth. And that's why we try to tell people zodiacs do play a big part in it.
Yeah, I don't care what nobody say. It does.
It
And
does.
so, but not only does your sun, but that's the thing though. Not only does your sun sign play a part, your moon sign, your rising, where's your Venus, all of that plays a sign because motherfuck, my Venus is in Scorpio. So once I open up and I get there, oh baby, look, look really? You think? Okay. So like
So everything about me is I will get bored quickly on your ass. So you better keep it spicy.
you have to keep a smile on my face.
You
Keep a smile on this face. I keep a smile on yours.
yeah, I'm saying that's why I'm like,
But in many ways, not just sexual though.
well, that's what I'm saying. Like, and I'm glad you brought that up because it's sex,
Duality.
you know what I'm saying? Like two, right?
Yeah.
Duality, a balance. Sounds like a two of wands, but we're not gonna.
I was about to say that, but we're not gonna go there.
We'll go into that. We don't have to because we already touched on it. That's why I'm like, so whenever I feel like sex is like it's an add-on to intimacy. It's not end all intimacy.
Not but you okay, so you bring up intimacy, like and that I guess okay, so we were touching on that earlier. And I think that's what the thing is for me. And that's why I said like kind of inadvertently being abstinent because I really didn't I honestly months went by and I didn't even notice. it's the thing that I need is the intimacy of it all. You know what I mean? Like I need to know that you're like invested. You know what I mean? More so into just my body, but like more than my body. Like you know what I mean? I don't know. It's just it's like you making an investment. Like consider this, your Robin Hood act. Like like
You want to something, and it's like I'm glad you brought that up because I don't have that deep of a tactfulness in my intimacy. Like for me, because and again, this is how I know the air and the earth in us.
that's what I was gonna say. Because the earth, the thing is with earth signs, it's like we look to like have a stable, grounded relationship. We always look to, it's not always, but we look to have like we look for marriage. We look for, you know what I mean? We look for the stability of it all.
Yes.
There has to be stability in the situation. If there's not stability in the situation, we kind of don't give it too much because for me as a Virgo, I'm too analytic. It's like if you're not offering me something, it's like why am I wasting my time? I'm not going to waste my time. And so I guess that's why we're not as I'm not going to say open as other signs.
Because y'all are open, like earth
We're
signs.
open, but it's like we're not going to waste our time though. It's like we're going to get something out of the situation. You know what I mean? But you know what I mean? But it's like it's because everything is levels to everything. So it's like it depends on where you are in life and what you want out of life. Because I've always been a grounded type of person. So I've always sought like a relation. I've always been the person to seek relationships for like the long term. Because like I was in my marriage, my relationship with my marriage, that was almost 20 years. That was 17 years with that person. Now, you know what I mean? And even though all 17 years wasn't, consistent and it wasn't just with him and, we didn't have our ups and downs, which means we didn't go straight, you know what I mean? That doesn't mean that that didn't happen. It just means that, I was committed to a person for 17 years. And I'm the type of person who I'm looking for, I look for commitment out of somebody before I even waste my time. Like I'm not going to fucking waste my time. It's just that.
And that's a real thing. Like, and this is what I'm telling you, like from experience, because I'm not gonna tell ages because that's nobody's business. But this is what I'm gonna say. As somebody who's an air, and I have touched a lot over the map. That's what I'm gonna say. I've got to talk to different zodiacs. And so I will say that as an earth sign, what I've seen in y'all from experience is more or less, it's like she's saying, like, it is that deeper connection. Like, okay, we can, but it's like, what else do you have to give me outside of this? And I'm realizing, like, even within the earth sign, because you have the Virgo, you have Capricorn, and you have a Taurus.
Taurus, yeah.
Each of them are going to look for certain things their own way, because I've seen a Virgo, I've seen a Capricorn, and I've seen a Taurus. Though they're all grounded, it's about what and how will they look for it. You know what I mean? Like, as an air, everything is here for me. If you don't stimulate this, like at all,
yeah,
visual for my brain to do something with it.
And that's how we are as Virgos, I think. But I kind of have I don't know. I kind of have this thing about Tauruses. I don't like Tauruses anymore. I guess male Tauruses. There's a bad taste in my mouth about a male, and my husband was not a Taurus. And that's the thing too. I always seem to attract Libras because he was a Libra, and then the one before him was a Libra. So I always seem to attract Libras because I seek, like I said, I seek balance and I seek stability. You know what I'm saying? So, but there's a thing about a Taurus that I just don't. He left a bad taste in my fucking mouth. So,
and that's funny that you say that because as a Gemini, do you know that's literally one of my favorite fucking signs is a Libra because they're able to hold a conversation.
Sometimes, but my husband is a Libra Sun Gemini Moon. So imagine that.
He's flighty than a motherfucker, boy. I'm gonna just let you know. And my Venus, like, and this is what she was talking about too with the y'all.
The
PSA.
Venus matters.
Look at your birth chart and look at
Please look at the natal chart.
Quit telling me if I hear another nigga say, I don't believe in that shit, but I read your birth chart and it read you like a motherfucker for filth. Right. Maybe you need to take a look at it.
Yeah, because remember I said like I didn't have any water. I don't have no water. No, what's the water? No, I don't have air. Fire. That's what it is.
You got me questioning because I don't remember, because I know mine's. I don't have any fire. I have like maybe one, and that's my ascendant.
Yeah, I don't really have any fire in my sign, in my chart at all.
Which is crazy though, because you are extremely motivated. Like,
I did not mean to do that. Sorry. That's the thing. Like, I'm a really, really fiery energy. Like, I'm always on the go. I'm always motivated. I'm always like pushing through. Like, I always motivate everybody else. I always energize everybody else. I'm always, but that's also like the Virgo in me. But you also got to understand, like, I don't know. I don't know what it is. I don't know what that is.
My sister's like, she's an earth sign. And that's why I'm like, I've met a few fire signs, and they're the type of niggas to be motivated, but with what? Like, you just gonna go do some shit just to do some shit, nigga? Did you think that out? You were not grounded at all when you make that decision, did you? You literally just did some shit, didn't you? That's literally how I feel about fire.
Yeah. But you already know, like, I'm when we talk about being grounded, I'm just, look at this chocolate skin. I'm just grounded. Like,
look, do you feel like, bro, like all day I literally have been feeling myself. So I thought it was perfect for this episode. I was like,
yes,
exuding this gold. Like, don't try to discredit my melanin, baby, today, because I'm gonna tell you a lot.
Right?
I was trying to tell me I'm mixed race. Ma'am or sir, I am black, but thank you.
Yeah, but like, okay, so girl.
Okay, but real quick, so two things, because you mentioned the sacral chakra, so we know that it's a lot to do with it.
It does.
When you brought it up, you know that song "New Apartment" by Ari Lennox?
Know what?
The song "New Apartment" by Ari Lennox?
I don't.
Oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna need you.
But Ari is my girl though. I just don't know that song. Like, I love Ari. I love Summer. I love SZA. You know what I'm saying? I love Janae Aiko. And it's not because she has my name. I just love, you know what I mean? I love, she just vibrates so different. Like, she's just such a vibe. It's the Janae's. It's gotta be something. I'm sorry. But
she had to capture Big Shine. That bro went crazy, came back. Did you see how? And now they over here like.
But anyway, because that's a whole nother. Because she already told you Pussy Fairy's on the way, bitch. But that's okay. Anyway, you were saying, I'm sorry, I threw that off. Go ahead.
See, at the end of the song Apartment, I love the rant that she goes on, because she was like, all these furniture, all this. She's like, I need friends. Like, I was like, damn, you know what? Like, you get in hermit mode for so long, and your sacral chakra reminds you it's okay to reach out.
You talking to a Virgo about hermit mode? Like, I don't, girl. Hermit mode is all we do. Okay. Exactly. But not really, because I'm a socialite. I'm a social person. So
I'm gonna call you out because I love you. You are a social butterfly. But when it comes to taking care of your needs, like being grounded in, like, okay, well, what does Iris? Girl, we gotta
Queen Iris Rose is tapped into Queen Iris Rose. Trust and believe. And that's why I said like I'm very particular as to what energy that I allow in. Like this cootie cat is magical. This cootie cat is everything. Like this cootie cat is what? Like bitch, what? You gotta be damn near a god. Like what? You don't like no, it just don't welcome any. And I've always said, like, I've even had sticky notes that I was a unicorn. Like, bitch, you not just gonna, it's not anybody just gonna ride this motherfucker. Like,
no, that's why I'm like, and see, this is why I like having these conversations with you, because we're completely different. I'm gonna just be honest, like the way she views sex and the way I view sex, completely different. And that's why I'm like,
that's why I have not had any in months, and it's been different. That's why I say she's active and I'm inadvertently not. It's just I don't know. And I don't, it's not that I don't miss it, because fuck, I do miss it. I miss the fuck out of the intimacy and shit. Like like I said, I want somebody mouth on me.
Eat or sex?
I want somebody mouth on me. Both. I want somebody mouth on me, motherfucker. Like, you know what I mean? Like, let me lick you up and down. Like I want, you know what I'm saying? I want all of that. Like I do. Like I want to spit like on it. Like tell me why you deserve it.
You think though the ancestors is involved in all of it?
Okay, I wouldn't say involved, but I would say that they're there.
Oh, you think they're watching?
I think they're present, yeah. Especially the freaky deaky one, because they the ones like sometimes you know how you pull some shit and you don't even know where the fuck that shit came from, or you never even seen any shit like that, and you just be like doing some crazy wild shit. That be coming from them. That's them freaky deaky ones that be out there. Yes, I do believe that they're there. They are there, and they're like not only coaching you, but they're like, okay, let me get in there. Let me do that. Let me get in there.
I mean, what does that feel like? Like, I would not be surprised. Like, bro, like.
You think alter egos come from? Bitch, what?
That's what I'm telling you. Like, there's just certain positions to this day that I will not touch because I know something will come over me. I'm not playing with y'all. Like, bro, this one person, I'm not even going to say her name because y'all know. I'm not saying.
That's her.
And what did she say? What did Miguel? I think it was Janae. Not a hoe. That song. You know that's my shit. I'm not a hoe, but
I'm not a hoe.
But if
I'll have hoe tendencies sometimes.
You hear me? If you want it and I want it, and I'm sitting here looking at you like we looking like Odell and Diddy. I'm probably gonna throw this at you.
All right, you guys. Sorry about that. We had some technical difficulties over here on my end. I apologize for that. But you know what? Hey, that's what you get when we are doing this ourselves. And we are producers, executive producers, directors, and cast. We doing everything.
Everything.
So, you got to bear with us sometimes. But anyway, so we were talking about if your ancestors are in the room when you're getting the down and doing the dope. But yeah, I really think that they are. And I really think that you embody some of the ones who are more tapped into their sensual energy. And that's what comes out. Because there was a time where I had this alter ego and I was like, you call me mama. And I don't know, I'm not gonna say I've never been able to tap back into her, but I don't know where the fuck she came from, and I don't know where the fuck she went, but I want her to come back. But I feel like, honestly, I kind of feel like when she does come back, she's gonna be unleashed on whoever is next in line that I give the goods to, because when I tell you, it's gonna be some. It's gonna be something. It's gonna be some energy in that room. Okay.
I can't wait. That's what I'm saying. Like for you especially, because I'm like, I know how I work.
It's gonna be some because I told you I want to jumping down. What?
Trust. See, that's the intimacy. Because really deep down, like, I hear what you're saying.
But
Like,
that's the thing too. I want to be able to trust.
I want to be able to do these things to you and know that when I walk away, the deed was clean energy. It wasn't nothing in and out of it. Like,
Yeah.
but I did do just a card, just one.
Okay.
And I pulled the Emperor in reverse. And instantly, what I got is this is something that we don't necessarily control. So, and I mean them saying that. That's what they're saying. Like, we just add to because this is your conscious decision. We'll tell you
Yeah.
what we do, but really it's up to you.
So basically, what you're saying is that the card, the reading is saying is that that's not something that the ancestors control. It's something that we control. And if as long as we allow the energy, we can tap into that energy. But it's something that we are in control of. Period. So I
Yeah,
get it. I get it.
cool. It's all flesh. They
Right.
don't need for those feelings.
Exactly. But I gotta need.
I do too. And I'm just saying it
But
comes
but
from
yeah, but I need. But the thing is, I need that intimacy. Like you have to. I have to be wooed for these panties to come off, and I don't even wear panties. So like, you know what I mean? Like,
space of like I do like, of course when it's that time or like work.
yeah, yeah. When it's that time, of course, I wear panties because yeah. But
Yeah,
other
no,
than that, no.
no. We need air.
I was about to say the same thing. We need air, like
Breathe. Hell, really dicks gotta breathe too. You need to let them
right,
motherfuckers out.
right.
Put that in my mouth if you've been
Yeah,
working
because
on.
I don't want no musty ass dicks either. Like you gotta take care of yourself. Like I take very good care. Like I get vajacious. Like my pussy gets facials. I get vajacials. Okay, so it's like no, you really have to take care of yourself. I'm not letting no musty, no nothing. Like I'm not letting just like I said, just anything. I don't want just anything in my energy. My energy is sacred. I understand that and I tap into that. Like I know I'm a goddess. I know I have a higher standard for what it is. And I don't care if I have to obviously I don't care if I have to wait for it.
Yeah.
So and like I said, it's not something I'm doing on purpose, but it's like, inadvertent. And I don't even notice because I'm such a boss and I'm so busy and I'm doing other things, you know what I mean? And I have other roles, but I want that intimacy too. I want, you know what I'm saying? I want to feel like I can be that nurtured or nurturing person. Like I want to be able to tap into that nurturing energy. I want to be submissive. I want to be, you know what I mean?
I do, but that's the type of thing, like, and that's what I'm telling you, like, as somebody who literally goes through this problem, I don't feel vulnerable enough to let most men lead me. And
Okay.
that's why I'm like, I'm being honest. Like, if you don't create that sacred space for me to be feminine, truly vulnerable feminine.
Right. But that's the thing too. Like that's why I'm saying like we have to have that connection. Like I think we've as priestesses vibrate so high nowadays that if you're not a divine masculine type of energy, it just doesn't connect because we're divine feminines. So I really feel like if you're not vibrating on that type of level or you're vibrating at a higher level, but not as high as us, but you seek at least to, you know what I'm saying? You're at least growing. I think that's because we kind of see potential. And I think that's our downfall too,
Yep.
is we see potential and we fall in love with potential. But I think also you and I are kind of at a point in our life too where we're grown enough to understand that you can't fall in love with potential and we're seeking the here and now and not the potential anymore. So if you're not coming correct, you're not coming at all, or we're not just giving you that time or energy, or you know what I'm saying, space to entertain you. You know what I mean? So
But see, and this is a very like heavy topic, and that's why I know sex is something I'm going to definitely touch on because as
we're
somebody,
gonna touch on it more. Definitely touch on it more.
I really love sex magic. I think it's so potent.
It's so dope.
Oh my god!
It's just it, and it's honestly, you know how I honestly feel like, and I'm not gonna say this is the only way you can have it, but I kind of feel like that's one of the ways that mind-blowing sex happens
Yes.
with sex magic, because when you have and you and both your partners are in tune with each other with that intention, and
Right.
y'all both, and especially when y'all climax together off that intention, like that shit is fucking mind blowing. Like I've had it to where like I've had headaches after that shit. Like,
And you go to sleep.
yep, go right to fucking sleep and start allowing that motherfucking manifestation to start working and
Yep.
going. And that's how that should be happening, like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? But you got to be in tune with one another. And that's what Priest was saying. Like, you have to be in tune with your partner, and you have to be focused on the intention and the intent of what y'all are trying to manifest. Because if you're not, and they're not, it's a little, it's the energy stagnates a little bit. So you got to definitely, if you want a clean open road to that, you have to definitely be both on the same page. You both have to be intentional about that fucking nut. Y'all both have to be like
Thank
on
you.
one accord. Like it just don't, it's like, and then you can't, and the thing too also is, and this is probably a whole nother topic, like the thing with sex magic is if only one partner knows, it's not considered white magic, it's dark magic, it's black magic. So that's a whole nother topic that like a lot of y'all ain't ready for, like y'all spaghettis and shit. That's black magic. It's just, that's a whole nother motherfucking topic. That's a whole nother episode, and we're not even gonna go ahead and get on that tonight. So yeah.
Yeah. I was about to say you're gonna have to stop there because I literally have to tell people I'm like, if you're doing something to somebody that they're not aware that you're doing it, that's dark magic,
It
and
is.
you basically gonna deal with those repercussions, as we have literally witnessed firsthand of people who like to try to do love magic on people that don't really want no business.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
then they get obsessive, and then they're like, y'all help me because I don't know how not to, or I don't know what's wrong with this man, and he's so obsessed and he's a stalker now, and this, that, and the third. Like I said, that whole topic is a whole nother episode, because there's so many different things that have to do with sex magic and the ramifications of sex magic. Because like I said, if that partner is not aware, there's a lot of different things that can fucking go wrong, and you never know what type of energies you're really fucking with when a person, if you don't know that person, if you're not connected to that person, you really don't know. And I think that's another thing, that's another reason why I'm so cautious about who I let in my energy, in my temple, in my aura, because you never know what type of energies that you are really allowing. You don't know the type of demons people are hiding from you just because they want that punani, because they want that kitty cat. But like Jocelyn Hernandez said, I'm stingy with my kitty cat, and I'm very stingy with my motherfucking kitty cat.
I don't like Jocelyn, but you make a very
I don't fuck with her either, but it was just relevant to the situation.
yeah, that's like I feel you, and it's like it's crazy she would say something like that. Let
Right,
me
her.
right. That's what I was like, and don't get me started because I was like, if we're gonna be sitting here again, you know what? Y'all gonna have to stay tuned because I want to hear y'all comment. I want to
Yeah.
hear y'all thoughts is about this because really that's what's formed the next one. Not only that, but my experience. But I don't have a problem talking about it. Like I'll withhold a nut. I won't give somebody a nut. Like if you get your nuts because you found it, you know what I'm saying? Like I done. We could talk about it. That's why I'm like, baby, this is not a joke.
Um,
Not at all. But that wraps up tonight's episode.
It does.
And
Thank
we
you guys for bearing with us. Thank
oh,
you. Thank you.
I can't wait to hear people's comments because I know sex is a great topic and people always.
Oh, sex is something we're gonna talk about a lot. So get used to it because we're very sensual beings and we understand ourselves and we understand our bodies. So I'm not gonna say we're fluid, but because some people feel like fluidity is being loose, and that's not necessarily the case. But like she said, we are wrapping up this episode. So that's on another episode. So again, we will touch on sex a lot more. Don't think that just because we're priestesses that we don't get down with the get down, baby. Okay.
I get down with the best of them. And that's what I'm saying. Like, y'all, especially to the women, yoni care is so essential.
Yeah,
Please,
I
please,
already
please.
told you I get my motherfucking pussy gets a fucking facial. Every time I get waxed, my baby gets a facial.
I pray over mine. I'm not even gonna front you. I take.
And ooh, 1 second. And shout out to my esthetician at Aesthetically E. Not only does my pussy get a facial, but she also does crystal healing on the yoni. She does crystal healing not only on the yoni, but she does facials and she does crystal healings with the facials and everything. So shout out to her because her services are awesome. Her services are amazing. And yes, crystal healing does work on the yoni as well. How about that?
But you know what? And this is why we gotta stop because, girl, I already got questions. So let's wrap this up because you know what? This is gonna be the next episode. Like, we're gonna talk about yoni specific sex, like how it affects
Well, I
women.
don't know about the next episode, but the next sex related episode.
What I meant, like,
Yeah.
you know what? We gotta do a segment with a man because we can't have all this
Oh
feminine.
yes, we can't have all this because we have so many questions for our men. So
I know I do. But okay, because you know, I'm gonna tell you again, we had fun with y'all tonight. I know
we did. And
again,
I was a little vulnerable. I have not talked about, I've never touched on that before.
no, she don't talk about with people. So that y'all are getting exclusives. Like she don't share this kind of stuff. And when
Notice my drink is almost gone, like y'all.
we had to be comfortable for this because it's a loaded topic. And this is my girl, my best friend, my everything, Queen Iris motherfucking Rose, because I got roses in for my bitch because I love her.
She does, y'all. When she said that, I almost cried. I was like, no, I'm not gonna cry. But y'all, when I tell y'all this is my best friend, like holds me down like no other. There for literally everything. If I'm holding a class, she's in there. If I'm doing whatever, she's there. Like that's my right hand. Like y'all.
You won't, and that's what I'm saying. Like, you're gonna cross somebody. If you're gonna try it, you come over here first, and I don't recommend it. I know.
We don't. But all right, y'all. That was the end. This is the end of that episode, y'all. We had a great time. And again, we will be touching on so many, many more aspects of sex, y'all. This was a doozy.
Yeah.
This is a doozy, but it's worth it. And y'all, I can't wait to talk about it more because at some point in time, I'm going to be talking about it at her perspective. So I can't, I'm not going to say I can't wait because obviously I can, but
I'm not going to tell you the stretch that I've had, but
yeah, obviously. But all right, y'all, we will see y'all on our next episode of Imperfect Peace, and we wish you all well. We wish God's blessings on y'all, and until next time,
healing
and healing. Yes, definitely healing. Until next time, bye, y'all.
I love y'all. Don't be doing too much crazy shit. Have fun though.
And have your candles next time. Your candles and your shots.
Incense, liquor. I mean,
definitely come on, like let's have a little ponderosa together. You know what I'm saying? Definitely join with us next time. Like, I can't wait for us to do it live because when we really do it live, we really want that energy. You know what I'm saying?
Some lingerie for y'all. I'm gonna throw on because I really
Let me find out Priestess After Dark type shit.
You know what I'm saying? So I can't wait to the next segment. But until then, peace, love, and blessings and healing, y'all. See y'all later. Love y'all.
Bye.